Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 6th. We're just going to jump right in here, Libra. And damn, I love this card. Really good. We're going to just see what is going on for you at this time. And this is really a good reading for the most part so far. I like to see that. This Poised card is like my favorite card in this deck. It says you're kind of on a pedestal. And look, you show up as yourself kind of technically twice here, which puts you in a position of power and strength. You have the Empress. This is really, really nice, Libra. A lot of good energy coming in for you. So I like this. Again, clearly this card says you are poised. Basically, you are ready for something to come into your life. I love this card. It kind of represents like being on a pedestal or the universe lifting you up in some way. So I do believe you are being lifted up here with this Poised card. It's like saying you are basically ready. I feel like you're ready for a change. If we go this way, Two of Pentacles, Justice, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction in your life. It basically just says you're ready for the next step. You know, he has been growing these Seven Pentacles for a very long period of time. Now he's ready to grow something else. He might be ready to grow cups, or he might be ready to just grow something different in his life. And that's what this looks like to me. But I kind of feel like you're entering into this time of abundance. You have this Empress card, so you're going to be able to grow whatever the heck you want, right? You have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. I get a hesitation, obviously, on the Five of Wands. And did I say Five of Pentacles? Sorry, Five of Wands. I get like a hesitation here, but it's kind of like a weird hesitation. It's more a hesitation. You know, this normally would represent confusion or competition type of energy, right? It's a card of competition. And so I feel it can represent competitive energy and being blocked. But I get this like, you know, kind of almost just like, preventing yourself from moving forward because of something isn't like 100% perfect. I don't know. I'm having a hard time expressing it, if I'm being honest with you. And it's like, sometimes I think maybe we come up with an idea where we're like, I want to write a book, but I hate writing, right? But does that mean that we shouldn't write the book? Probably not, right? There are a million ways to write a book. You don't even have to write a book. And you might be saying, what? You just said write a book, but you don't have to write a book. That's right. You can speak the book. There's like software you can use where you can talk. It writes down every word you say, and then you have someone else edit it, right? Boom. You just wrote a book without writing a book. So that story is popping into my head. That is the example that is popping into my head here. So I feel like you're looking at something that you want to accomplish. I feel like it's this Page of Pentacles. And the universe is like saying you're ready to you're ready to do it. You're ready to go. You have that Poise card, and you will be put on a pedestal. You will be lifted up for doing it. Page of Pentacles is about learning. Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness, and it's like, you know, can you figure it out? Can you figure out a way to do something without actually doing it? And again, I just gave you the example, right, of writing a book where you don't even have to technically write it. You can speak it, right? So I feel there's something going on here in your life. And I'm not saying it's writing a book. It could be anything. Clearly, it's going to make you, it's going to be something that makes you stand out. It's going to be something that turns you into the Empress, that gives you like unlimited power. And that's really what I feel here. It's a pretty powerful reading. You have the Two of Pentacles, which again, it's like there's two ways. You know, there's two, he's juggling. It can be a card of multitasking and juggling and things like that, but it could also say there's two ways to do something, or there is a different way to do something that you want to do. So I feel like you need to look at all your possibilities. It kind of reminds me, I'm doing all 12 readings today. Kind of reminds me of today. I drive into my office today. My office is on a main street in the town that I am in. And the cops stopped me before I came in. And they're like, hey, if you're going in today, you're going to be here all day. Basically, there's a parade going on. It's Memorial Day. So, you know, whenever there's a parade, they block off my entrance. And they basically said, if you're going in, you're going to be here all day. So I'm here all day. I'm doing 12 readings. I'm probably going to do more than 12 readings because it's pretty early, right? And the reason I'm telling you this is because again, I feel like there are like these opportunities that are coming in for you to kind of like do things, but you really have to kind of like focus and put in like maybe more effort. That's one thing I'm getting on the Five of Wands. So it's like me, normally I don't do 12 readings in a day. Some days I do, but normally not, right? So I feel like there's like more effort. The other thing is that since I've gone through all the readings, it's like I've been seeing these similarities popping up like today in the readings, and the Five of Wands is one of them. I feel like the readings are pushing people towards creative energy, Empress. It's like something being born. You know, for a very long time in these readings, I've been talking about like being pushed through the squeeze. I feel a squeeze energy where I feel like everybody's kind of being born into a new life. The Empress is the mother. but I feel like it's almost like you're birthing a creative solution. Like I gave you the book example. There are other examples as well. You could have someone else write a book for you. You can hire a ghostwriter, right? There's so many things you can do where you don't have to do the exact thing. For whatever reason, that's super important in your reading here. Also, again, there's something about the initial, maybe it's like the initial effort. Again, I felt like I need to tell you the story about being locked in here today. And I feel like it's talking about like the initial effort, the initial amount of work that you put into something is more important than the long term. It's like the setup is going to be very important here. I don't know, it's popping into my head. You have this purification card. Again, I feel like you need to kind of look at the reasons why you want to do something as well. As long as you're coming from a pure place, I feel like you will be very successful. In this row, you have the King of Swords, the Justice card, and the Two of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of growth and success coming in for you with the Two of Wands. I feel like this Two of Wands is talking about you kind of really taking the lead on something. I have like a million different meanings personally for the Two of Wands. It's actually a pretty in-depth card if you learn about it. But what I would say is I really get this energy of really taking the lead on things in your life. So I feel a major leadership energy here. You show up as yourself as a Justice card. This really puts you in a position of power and strength. It allows you to get what you want from the reading, and it can lead to more success as well. So I feel there's a lot of success because, this is you showing up in the reading. I do feel something, again, the King of Swords is a card of law and order. You do have the Justice card here. If you're dealing with something legal, this could be a positive legal outcome if you are dealing with like a legal case or, something like that. At the end here, you have this Wreath card. It says sorrow over a loss. And you also have this Target card, which says a goal-oriented person. I would stay focused on a goal. I do feel a lot of people have had this kind of that back and forth thing where it's like, I feel a lot of us are experiencing a loss, but we're also kind of moving towards something bigger and better in our life. And maybe we need to wake up to that and realize that. Because again, it's come up for multiple people that we could really be, it's like we feel a loss maybe, but we're not really losing anything. We're gaining a lot. And I would stay focused here with this Target card on like what you want in your life. You have the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. The Empress is talking about abundance, so I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in for you here with the Empress card. I feel that this is more creative energy as well. I'm pretty sure in Gemini's reading maybe, they also had a message of like really kind of focusing on creativity or being creative or creation in general. And that's what I would be focused on here. It's like, what can you create? What can you be creative with in your life? And we're not necessarily talking about like art or something like that. That could be part of it, absolutely. But it's like, what can you birth into your life? And that's what you're asking. I feel very intuitive. She has this planchette over here, which is from like a Ouija board. So I feel like you feel very intuitive, like you're getting intuitive hits. Maybe you're being guided intuitively as well. And I would definitely, obviously trust your intuition at this time, Libra, because I feel like your intuition is guiding you towards something very specific. You have the King of Cups, and definitely could be love coming in for you, although I don't really feel love in this reading yet. That might change. We're going to clarify in just a second. But I do feel that this is talking about your feelings. The King of Cups, he's sitting in deep water. He is sitting in very choppy waters as well, but he's perfectly fine. It says he's like in total control. No matter what's going on around him, he's in total control over how he feels. And we manifest things with our feelings. And finally, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely feel a change here. The only thing I'm getting on that Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Again, I have a bunch of meanings for the Seven of Pentacles personally, but intuitively, I just feel like you're making, you're changing direction on something. And maybe very quickly, it could be again, we have cards wanting to jump out, not pop outs. These are just too many to take as a pop out. But, I feel this change in direction could be surprising to people in the sense that maybe you've been telling people, I'm going to go get this job, but you actually switch and go get a different one. Or maybe you tell people, I want to start this business, but you actually switch and start this other one. I feel that, again, that people could be seeing this as chaotic energy, right? If you tell people all your ideas, and you end up switching to another idea, people might think you're lost or you're chaotic. I want to listen to other people. With the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, quick success. Again, this is your answer to very quick success. Like I said, I would be looking at something in your life that you've been saying you want to do but have been hesitating. Is there a way to do it without doing it? Like I gave you the book example. I don't know. You're going to have to do the research yourself. King of Swords, he does research. He's a card of wisdom, knowledge, knowing. He's also a card of mentors as well. Is there a person you could learn from who has done something that you want to do? It's not a shortcut. You're not taking a shortcut here. I feel like you're doing something that you kind of want to do in a way that you want to do it, which is more importantly. Again, I think people make things too hard. They think I want to write a book and they do it the hard way. Right? Maybe you're good at writing, then write the book. But if you're not, maybe you're good at speaking, right? And so can you speak it? Can you put it into existence that way? And I feel like you're kind of taking something and you're just doing it differently. With the Five of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords. Again, only seeing one way of doing things. Eight of Swords is very specific. It's a card of bumping up against obstacles because you're only seeing one way to do things when there are many ways of doing things. So I would just, again, open up to different ways of doing things. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Death card, so a transformation that you're going through. Like I said, I think I said this earlier. With that Seven of Pentacles, clearly there's a change in direction. With the King of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So I do feel like you are receiving wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. I also, for some reason, I'm getting good news here. And again, this could be an illegal matter because, again, King of Swords and Justice, kind of like Law and Order. And I feel if you're dealing with something legal, I'm just getting news for some reason. Again, I don't read the Nine of Cups as good news, but I don't know. It's popping into my head. With the Justice card, you have the Ace of Cups. Your emotions overflowing, being very happy, actually wanting to do something. Again, I think sometimes we think things have to be done a certain way. Like I've been saying this whole entire time. We think, oh, a book has to be written this way. Oh, if I want to be in a relationship, it has to go this way. Because who said? I don't know. Again, I'm guilty of this as well. I tell myself these rules all the time. I'm like, who is this person that comes up with these rules? Nobody. There is no person that comes up with a rule that says you have to write a book and you have to do it this way. There are a million ways to do it, right? We just have to discover those ways. And when we discover a way that's fulfilling to us, then it's going to naturally be more successful. Again, when you do something in a fulfilling way, it is going to be successful because it fulfilled you. It filled you up to do it. And that's what you're discovering here. Same thing with love. It's like, I think everybody thinks, oh, you have to get married and you have to go live with a person, all this other stuff. It's like, what if there's a better way? And maybe nobody's discovered it yet because we're all just like, oh, let's get married and live in a house with another person, who is a weirdo in the first place, right? So it's like, maybe there's a better way. Maybe there isn't, and guess what else? As I always say, what's right for one person isn't right for another. So it's like, you might be the type of person that gets married. You might be the type of person that shouldn't get married, right? If you're thinking about love. So I feel like this reading is about discovery, but it's about discovering other ways of doing things, like I said. With the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. I feel like you're leaving heartbreak behind. I feel like you are leaving just situations that make you sad behind. I feel like you've already been through this heartbreak. It's kind of popping into my head as a side note. And what I mean by that is, sometimes I think we go through a heartbreak and then, maybe like 6 months down the road, you think about it, kind of makes you sad again. It's giving me those types of vibes where maybe you're just sad because you think about something every once in a while. It kind of pops back up in your head. With the Empress, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles feeling left out in the cold, but it really says do not call attention to your weaknesses. The Five of Pentacles is also about finding a place of sanctuary. There is a church behind these people. They could easily go inside that church, but they're not accepting the solution. So, I'll just give you an example. Years ago, I was stuck in my life. I wanted to start another business after a business failure. And for 3 years, I basically did nothing. My dad kept hounding me to get a job at the time, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I just refused to get a job. I don't regret refusing to get a job, but let me tell you something. My life would have been 1,000 times easier if I just got the job. If I just, went to the place of sanctuary, right? And I kind of get that for you here, Libra. I'm not saying get a job. I'm not saying that's what this is talking about. But it's like sometimes I think we are, stubborn or whatever, and we just don't go towards something that could make our lives easier. It's like, was it what I wanted to do? Hell no. I told myself when I was 12 years old, I'm never going to work for someone again. When I was 12 years old, I started working on a vineyard. And from literally that day, I was like, I'm never working for a person ever again in my life. And for the most part, that's been true. But, what I would say is that I feel like this is saying sometimes it's like doing something that is going to make your life easier is worth it. With the with the King of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles. If this is love, I feel like you're attracting a person who is willing to work on a team. So I love this. This is a card of teamwork. It's also a card of quality work. So I feel you are kind of doing things in a quality way. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords, again, doing things differently. I don't know. I don't want to beat this dead horse here, but can we just get like a final outcome here, Libra? Can we get a final outcome for Libra this week? King of Wands, yeah, moving towards something boldly. He's like the entrepreneur as well. So if you're working on something, and again, if you're doing things differently, it's going to lead to a lot of success for you. Middle row, you have the Ace of Pentacles, very passionate new beginning, and a lot of opportunity. Two aces. I love two aces. And two aces is a definite yes to any question I didn't answer, but also it's a big opportunity coming in for you. And bottom row, High Priestess, trust your intuition at this time. I do feel like your intuition is guiding you. I feel like it's like giving you clues as the direction to move in. But pretty straightforward reading. I feel like it's saying just find another way to do what you want to do. I know that's ridiculously simple, but again, sometimes I think simple is best. And that's what I feel here. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you and enjoy your week.